worked. Man, getting you in this church, Kayla, was probably the hardest thing without telling you. And everybody's in on it. And no one can tell you. It was probably the hardest thing ever. Because you like asking a lot of questions. Oh my gosh. You ask so many questions. Why do you get to talk to my dad? Why do you get to talk to me? Why do you get to talk to my mom? Why do you get to talk to the Miqueas? You need to talk to them. I want to get engaged. Man, trying to play everything off was not the easiest thing because you are not a fool. So we got you here. You're here, and you had no idea, I hope. And you see a lot of people here. There's a lot of people in this sanctuary. There's a lot of people here. Pretty much every single person here in some way has contributed to us meeting, to us growing together, to us laughing together, to us enjoying each other, and to us loving each other. This is a big day. This is a big day for me. This is definitely a big day for both of us and for people in this room that we all love and we all care about. Going back into when we first started, I think there's just a few things I want to tell you. I don't really express my emotions all that much, but right now I'm going to. This is that one time where I need to set aside all the jokes and all the laughter and all that stuff and tell you how much you need me, how much I love you, how much this past year and a half has been. Just going back until when God really put you on my heart. I remember talking to my dad and to Sam, to Pastor Jonathan, and to Ryan, and I remember this one day where I was like, Jonathan, I need to talk to you. I need to talk to you about something, and this is pretty serious because I'm feeling something, but I don't know what's going on, and I need to figure out what's going on. And I'm going to his office, and we were there for about an hour. And for about an hour, I tried to talk him out of my feelings. And my feelings were, I think I'm starting to like this girl, but she's in Africa, and I can't see it. Like, what the heck? And I knew you were coming home, and I tried to tell her, I was like, you know what? I don't know if this is weird. I'm a little older than her. I don't know if that's awkward, but I've been praying about what, God, I want a girl, but I want, at your time, I want her to be the girl you have for me. And all I thought about was this crazy girl right here. This crazy girl right here. And this would be awkward. I think Bill's walking around. Did you watch me make these videos? Kind of weird. But anyways, and as you were on my heart, I was just thinking, like, so let me get back. So me and Jonathan had a good conversation, and for about an hour I tried talking him out of like why I shouldn't like you, why this shouldn't work, and why I shouldn't feel this way. And it was cool. I really do feel like God used Jonathan at that time just to speak some sense into me. And he told me repeatedly, this family is amazing. This girl is top notch. She's beautiful on the inside and equivalent on the outside. And I knew this, and from leading worship with you a couple times, and I remember that time we went to Chipotle, and that was a huge day because we talked for about 4 hours, and that was awesome. But I remember that day just, after 3 hours of our conversation, just saying, what the heck with this? I need to tell this girl how I feel because I can't handle it. And you're texting me right now saying that you're not babysitting today, which ruins all the plans. So we need to figure something out after this video, so hopefully, you're here and you still don't know what the heck's going on. But I remember months after we started talking, we started getting to know each other. I started getting to know your family, your dad, and so on. And I remember telling you one night I was driving you home in my awesome green Honda. And I remember telling you that you were the most beautiful person I've ever met. And I didn't just mean on the outside, because you are. But I've never met anybody as nice, as anybody as God conscious as you. I've never met anybody who respects themselves as much as you. And those were things that were, that reminded me of my mother. I mean, it's things that I always wanted my wife to have. And I remember that moment that you weren't just some girl. You were going to be a girl that's going to change the rest of my life. And that's what brings us to today. Through the year and a half we've been together, I've seen all that. I've seen all the good stuff, and I've seen some bad. But you know what? That stuff doesn't even matter. Like you've changed so much how I think. You've changed so much how I love. Just learning more about you and learning more about you has been awesome. And I think, like, in my few years, like 26 years, I've made a lot of difficult decisions. I made so many difficult decisions. I made a lot of bad decisions. I made a lot of good decisions. I made a lot of decisions that were tough. But this isn't one of them. This is probably the easiest decision I ever had to make. And I know you're standing there and you're like, I can't believe this is happening. Kayla, this is true. Like, I want to spend the rest of my life next to you, walking side by side through life with you. And I have a question to ask you. And it's crazy because this moment right here is going to change the rest of our lives. But if you could just walk up, I know you're at church right now, so if you could just walk up to the altar. And there's just one question I want to ask you. And